Oh, okay. Instagram is working again. Cool. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Okay. Uh, had a lot of stuff I could type, but instead of typing it, I always tell people when you got a lot of stuff to say, don't just type it. Don't nobody want to read all that. Make a video. Okay. So I decided to just make a video. Went going live real quick, briefly. And usually I don't jump on hot topics and stuff that happen because I'm busy doing stuff. So today I was very busy. I had a little time. I got sent this link over and over and over about the shooting that happened on 120th and watching the interview. So yeah, I had a chance to finally dissect it, watch it, um, check it all out. What's up, Instagram? I see y'all. So yeah, first off, I do want to say that you know, I think it was real unprofessional. The press conference was done very unprofessionally. Um, because the chief, he was definitely emotional. I get it. And I want to show y'all that press conference because for people who don't know what I'm talking about, just show you a quick snippet of it. Uh, and then yeah, I'll be right back here. But yeah, this is it's pretty weird for him to react this way. But I guess it's just who this guy is, who these people are. Okay, here you go. About 10 seconds.
Okay, I want to start off by saying good morning to the city of Omaha. Let me give an update of what took place here at the convenience store at 120th and Dodge. About 6 o'clock this morning, officers responded to a 911 call. 2 officers responded. The employees of the business here called the police because somebody walked in, a black male walked in. He was acting erratic, making a lot of incoherent statements. His body language was very aggressive. He was talking about the KKK, making statements like that. The 2 officers arrived, confronted him just right outside of the business. They had a conversation with the individual, which turned into gunfire. 1 officer was struck in the head by a round. He did, from what I saw in the video, continue on with the gunfight. The mayor and I just left Bergen Mercy Hospital. We visited with the officer. We were able to talk to him. We feel that his condition looks very good at this point as far as the prognosis. He's a 15-year veteran in the Omaha Police Department. We spoke to him and his family. After the shooting occurred, the suspect ran towards 120th and Dodge at the McDonald's, where we got another 911 call. Officers converged on that scene and was able to take the suspect into custody without incident, no further gunfire. Very lucky this morning we did not lose an Omaha police officer. And for the past week, I've heard a lot of scrutiny put on the Omaha Police Department. A lot of scrutiny that wasn't true. Some of it was false. Quite frankly, it's gotten a little bit out of control. We have a job to do in this city. These officers respond every day.
You know he's frustrated because you know when parents be whooping you and they get mad and they say shit that don't make sense. He talking about a lot of it wasn't true and a lot of it wasn't false. That's the same exact thing, bro. So we know you're mad. You just said something that mean the same thing. But anyway,
their lives on the line. Being police officers protecting the city, and sometimes that's not the best circumstance that somebody may find themselves in, but they're doing their job. And I'm going to ask everybody in the city to calm down the scrutiny on the Omaha Police Department, who's doing an incredible job for this community. The crime reduction has been unprecedented. The community relations is something we put at the forefront at all times. It's gone too far. This is an example of the dangers of this job. We're very lucky we didn't lose a police officer this morning. Okay, I'm going to turn this over to the mayor of Omaha, John Ewing, and I will come back and take a few questions.
All right, so if y'all want to watch the rest of that, y'all can. But just quickly, like I said, he was stumbling and saying that, you know, said the same thing. And saying that a lot of the stuff that was said last week wasn't true, and a lot of the stuff said last week was false. That's the same thing, bro. But for one, I want to point out that being a police officer is a job that you took, that you signed up for. If you don't like it, find another job. You decided to do this job. And there are other city jobs that people can do. And there are dangers that come with being a police officer. But other city jobs like the firefighters and stuff, they don't have vests, they don't have guns, and they don't have radio. So we know that being a police officer is dangerous. That's why you get a gun. That's why you get a bulletproof vest. That's why you get a radio to call for help. Okay? But again, you chose the job. We didn't elect you to become a police officer. All right? And then to say this black man walked in to the place, and then bring it up last week, scrutiny of the police is basically saying this is why we pulled the guns on these other black men. This is why we put guns to the heads of the black men that y'all seen last week, because this black man walked in and did this. Bro, last week has nothing to do with this shooting. Absolutely nothing. And it's unprofessional for you to put the two together and then say don't scrutinize the police. Are you kidding me? I'm a basic citizen that just does things in the community, and I get scrutinized. Hell, McDonald's gets scrutinized because they're serving the public. Okay? So you can't tell us not to scrutinize the police. When they do something wrong, it's called being held accountable. And that still don't happen. You're not being held accountable. And then they announce they having this fake ass town hall meeting at the 360 meeting that does absolutely nothing. It's 2:00 in the afternoon for 1 hour. If you really wanted to talk to the people, have it at like 6, 7 o'clock in a neutral place where more people can be there and not at work at 2:00 in the afternoon. That's all bullshit to promote the 360 meeting and these fake ass motherfucking community people, just so y'all can keep promoting that the 360 meeting is necessary. It's all bullshit. There's no accountability at those 360 meetings. They are a waste of time. Okay? And the mayor standing there talking about he stand with the police. Why is it that you got to stand with the police? Unless y'all want to create this us versus them mentality. You're the mayor. You should stand with all the people. It ain't about standing with the police because what y'all say is not us versus them, but this is clearly a statement of us versus them. And in order to me, I think the chief, he should have remained professional and not linking this shooting to last week about what happened, because now you're basically, like I said, you're saying that this is why we pull guns on these niggas, because this black man, and you described the black man walked in. Did you say what race was the officer? No. So when you want to bring up race because you want to criminalize black men, I mean, I swear in Omaha, I feel like we living in a fucking twilight zone, and then you wonder why people call it slow Omaha. It's slow. It's backward ass shit. And you being the chief, I get it, bro. You are in charge of a bunch of people who have the free will of God to do whatever they want. And then when something happens, you got to explain it. So I get your position. I get it. But that's what's called being the chief, being the boss. They pay the cost to be the boss. When you the boss and you in charge of people and they do stupid shit, you have to be the one to explain it. Okay? So no, I don't think it's funny or cool or whatever this officer got shot. But you said he got shot in the head, dramatic. But then you said he kept shooting back and you went to talk to him in the hospital. Bro, people we know when they get shot in the head, they not talking. Most of them die. And we go see them hooked up to machines and stuff. So more or less grazed in the head, you should have said maybe. Because shot in the head, he wouldn't be talking to you or the fucking mayor. Okay, bro? So don't come on here trying to play this game with us. We're going to stay focused still on what happened. Now, I know y'all still talking about having this weak ass fucking press conference at the 360 meeting, which I won't be attending because nothing gets done in that room full of do nothing ass Negroes. We know that you and these people go around town, around the states, saying that there's this meeting that take place and the police and the community get along and we're duplicating it in other cities. That's all bullshit. We don't get along. Clearly, if you watch that whole interview, he basically putting it us versus them. And the mayor joined in. I stand on the side of the police. There's not a side, bro. Why are you making this a side? This one person did this one thing. He shot a cop. I get it. But that has nothing to do with what happened last week. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing. And we doing our job, and the police, yeah, you're doing your job. You paid to do it. The people is paying you to do it. You chose to go fill out an application and pass the police training shit and all that. This is your job that you chose to do. As a black man, I didn't get to choose to be black, and I have to still fight every fucking day. We don't get equipped with vests and guns. We still have to fight every day. This is not our job. This is our fucking life, bro. And every day when we have to get pulled over by a fucking cop, then we have to think whether or not is this going to be our death. Just for being black, not because we signed up for a job. We didn't sign up for this job of being a black person. You signed up to be a police officer. Let's not play games, because everybody in Omaha ain't as stupid as y'all think. Okay? All right. So, yeah, like I said, I ain't going to hold y'all. I really just wanted to dissect that. I got sent it a few times, and I wanted to make sure I gave my input, because don't think at any point that you getting on here being all angry. What you should have did is sip some coffee and took a moment to gather yourself. Okay, Chief? Don't get on here being all emotional and shit, because we lose people every day. What they say in that movie, niggas get shot every day, B. We lose them every day, okay? And so you're playing with our mentality, and you're trying to play victim. Y'all like 1 to 20. 20 of us getting shot by y'all, and then one of y'all get grazed. And now it's, look, this is what we go through. This is our job, and this we putting our life on the line every day. Yeah, because you're choosing to. Our life is on the line every day without a choice, just because of the color of our skin. So miss me with the bullshit, okay? Do your job that you signed up to do, that you wanted to do. And stop trying to lump everything together. It's bad enough y'all lumped Edward Henry and Stephen Phipps and, you know, Mr. Ford, all these shootings all into one lump and said nobody's getting charged with nothing. Every cop that killed him was okay. Y'all lumped it all together. But you can't lump this shooting together with what y'all did to Bud and Kasim the other day, last week. It's not the same thing. It's not the same incident, not the same circumstances. They have nothing to do with each other. Unless you just want to say, nigga, like he said, I see people find themselves in situations that they don't like, but the police are just doing their job. So your job is to pull guns on people after they announce that they have a gun, because that's what you tell us we have to do. So basically you saying this is why we pull guns on these niggas, because this is what this nigga did. So we gonna pull guns on all of y'all, but the law says we have to announce. Man, get the fuck out of here. I ain't gonna. This is a fucking dead horse. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy in this town, bro. Please, please miss us with the bullshit. Some of us are very intelligent and we understand what this is. So, you know, Mayor, I've been giving you shots and chances. Chief, you get y'all shots and chances, but don't come on TV with this bullshit. And you talking about, I stand with the police. We know you do. You used to be a cop, bro. But you don't have to say I stand with the police like it's a us versus them, and that unless that's what y'all want to create. All right. All right. Oh, I see y'all commenting. Yeah. You said he was acting radical, but they ain't gonna say he had a mental condition. You know, it's always with them, it's a mental condition. Yeah. Paraphrasing. It had nothing to do with last week. Nope, not at all. Nope. And so yeah, we not stupid, bro. And yeah, we talked about it. Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna get off here, but I just wanted to briefly point that out, because I know we got a lot of people, they watch our social medias. It's fine. He said it's called a 360 because they talk in circles. That's very funny. It is a circle of talking and no action. Okay. All right. Peace and hair grease. Much love to y'all. I'm out of here.